What's up, guys? I don't know how many of you have been paying attention to this, but there's this video that's going around, and it's actually gotten pretty viral. Um, it's a Christian in there, and he's doing the Christian creationist shuffle, but none of the content in there is really new. It's nothing that we haven't heard before. It's nothing that we haven't heard thousands of times before. And Amazing Atheist went into detail on his video about exactly what the guy said. And I don't want to step on that because I think he did a reasonably good job. But I just want to share with you some observations that I made when watching the video and looking at the comments underneath. And I'll post a link in the description box to the video because the only version of it that I've seen has been on Facebook. So I'll just post that. You guys can check it out. Hundreds of thousands of people have shared this video. Hell, I have in-laws that have shared it. And going by the comments in the comment section, don't get me wrong, the more educated among our populace definitely jumped in there and attempted to be a dam or a wall to block the deluge of ignorance that was spewing from that video. But the vast majority of the people that what I saw on in the comment section were pretty much supporting what he was saying in there. Sad part about it is most of the things, the vast majority of the assertions he made in that video can be easily checked. To do a bare minimum of Googling each one of those assertions that he made about evolution, about the word theory, about the etymology of the word universe, just takes a little bit of Googling and you'll find that everything he said was bullshit. But all those people shared it and didn't think to check. Why? Well, going through some of the comments, I think it's pretty obvious. You had people there saying things like, yeah, you can't go by science because science is made by man. I don't trust anything made by man. Saying this while on a computer, on a website that was put together by men. Saying this as if the Bible wasn't written by men, translated by men, discussed by men, promoted by men, gone to war over by men. But none of that stuff is obvious to them because they have confirmation bias. The things he was saying in that video and his delivery, the confidence of how he was saying what he was saying, kept them completely engrossed. And not once did they think he was saying something that was off. Not once. Now I'm going to assume that all of these people, because I honestly don't even know how many more times it's been shared since I saw it. When I saw it, it was over 300,000 times. But I'm pretty certain that all the people that shared it and promoted it and thought he was saying some cool shit, all of you went to school, right? I'm just assuming that all of you had, at the very least, a public school education, right? We all had biology, right? We all had some science courses, right? So the fact that he could get away with saying some of that stuff to me without people just checking it just straight off the mark as soon as they heard it. I mean, this guy said that universe, this is what he claims is the etymology of the word. Una meaning one, verse as in verses, as in speech. And he tried to connect that with the whole God said one word, one verse, And all of this came about. He said that shit with a straight goddamn face. He said that shit with the confidence that you would see a Neil deGrasse Tyson on Cosmos. He said that shit just like that. And they ate that motherfucker up without checking it. A little while earlier, I made a video where I commented that we are in a zombie apocalypse. It's just nothing supernatural. I think this illustrates it perfectly. These people are numb. And this is why I think it's so important that those of us that do know better, we have to speak up. You have to say something, man. You can't sit on your hands or your tongues, so to speak, and not say anything to combat that. Because the one thing I noticed that he did in that video is that he tried to put out marching orders to that sea of ignorance that was listening and supporting and agreeing with what he was saying. Marching orders for them to go out there and be political, to go out there and get that stuff taught in our schools to our kids. Marching orders. That goes beyond his personal ignorance or the people that was commenting and liking the video. That goes beyond their personal ignorance, because now that treads into territories of education. Things that, if not done right, actually harm a society. But we can't sit on our hands, man. And that's one of the reasons why Grand Unified, one of the many reasons why Grand Unified is doing everything that we can, trying to do our part to promote scientific literacy. Everything from writing songs about it, having group discussions about it on our fan page, to even throwing the Celestial Wars event to spark and inspire people to understand the importance of science and how exciting it actually is, and how nothing on the other side trumps it. Because all you're going to get on the other side is ignorance. And I posted a comment, a status on my Facebook page that I'm going to end this with, because I'm going to direct this directly to the guy that made the video and the people that were supporting what he said. If you think your subjective personal experiences trump mountains of data that completely contradict it, we really have nothing to debate about. If you think that the couple of hours you spent Googling trumps the educated conclusions of the people that have spent lifetimes collecting the data in the field and experimenting, we have nothing to debate about. And if you think that your inability to grasp certain scientific concepts makes them untrue or impossible, we have nothing to debate about. And if you can't figure out why, that's kind of the problem.